What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we are going to be talking about the silver to platinum ratio, what it means, how to look at it, things of that nature. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I had an interesting question asked in a comment on one of my videos, and that is, what do I think the platinum to silver ratio should be? What's a good ratio to flip? Things of that nature. So I decided to make a video talking about it specifically because I hadn't given it much thought before I got asked that question. I have always compared platinum to gold, and so because of that, I never really gave much thought to the platinum to silver ratio. But today I wanted to talk specifically about it because I actually did flip the platinum to silver ratio last summer. And I'm going to talk about that, why I did it, and how it ended up benefiting me overall. So we all know the spot price of silver is somewhere around 25 bucks. I believe right now at the recording of this video, it is at 26 bucks, but it could be something different by the time this video posts. But $26 silver is still reasonably priced. Of course, most of the long-time stackers are used to lower prices overall. But as far as silver, that's still reasonably priced. Now, we know that platinum is around $1,100 spot right now. And in my opinion, that's still reasonably priced. $1,500 spot would be where it's supposed to be at, and 2,000, in my opinion, would be doing really well. But as you can see here, I've got 8 full ounces of silver on the table, and that equals around 5 grams of platinum in the same amount of cost. So this equals this, and that's the ratio, generally speaking, of platinum to silver at this time. For about 8 ounces of silver, you can get a 5-gram bar of platinum. A 5-gram bar of platinum can be had just about 200 bucks. And an ounce of silver is at 26 bucks. So 5-gram platinum is a little bit above 200 bucks. Obviously, it's not perfect math, but this is generally what the ratio is currently at the time of the recording of this video. And I want to talk about what is a good ratio to be at. And so last summer, I actually ended up flipping a lot of silver into platinum. The reason for that was silver, I already had made a profit on all of my silver, and it was getting to the point where I wanted to secure some of that profit. And I noticed that platinum had not taken off yet, like silver and definitely like gold. So I decided to sell some of my silver for a profit and flip it into platinum. Platinum ended up going up towards the very end of last year and the beginning of this year, and I ended up making even more money. Now, silver did not really go down, so if I just kept the silver, I would have had the same amount of money, but because I sold it and put it into another asset that was currently pressed down, I would say, I ended up profiting even more than if I had just held on to the silver. Now, as far as trading the silver to platinum ratio and what it should be at, I think they're, generally speaking, about even at this point as far as their increases overall, right? Because a couple years ago, we were looking at below $20 silver, even depending on the day, below 15 maybe. There was a few times in there in the last few years, it was below 15. But below 20 was the norm up until March of last year. Now, because of that, almost my entire stack pre-March of silver was consisted of below 20 silver. My entire platinum stack consisted of below $1,000 platinum. And so I didn't really flip one into the other at that point, but once silver took off and I saw the size of my stack, I decided to move some of that profit over into platinum, and then I ended up profiting on the platinum that I picked up with that. But in my opinion, right now, I think the ratio is about even. Now, I have a really hard time guesstimating where each one will go. I would love to see platinum at $1,500 an ounce. I know the inefficient stacker thinks that it will be $2,000 an ounce this year, and if it is, that would be amazing. But I would just like to see $1,500 to start. And silver would be nice if it held above 30 bucks an ounce. It wouldn't be nice for buying, but it would be nice for all of us who have bought below $30 an ounce. But because silver's at $26 an ounce and platinum's at $1,100 an ounce, I think they're about even right now. I don't think you would benefit from flipping one into the other like I did last summer so much. If you're going to do it, you can do it right now, but in reality, I don't know how much profit you'll make flipping one way or the other. If I were to sell my platinum right now and move it into silver, silver could go down or silver could go up. If I were to move my silver into platinum, platinum could go down or it could go up. I see platinum going up, obviously. I'm unsure about what the future holds for silver. I'm neither one way or the other. So I wouldn't really place any bets right now as far as moving one into the other just based on which one I think will outperform the other going forward. Now, bottom line, I think platinum outperforms silver this year. It's been a long time since it moved, and it didn't move in March, so it doesn't really move up due to economic concerns, right? We all know all the precious metals kind of tanked in March, but then gold went up, and then silver went up, and then it took platinum like almost 10 months to go up. And so, in my opinion, 10 months removed, platinum moved for a different reason. Why that reason is exactly, I am unsure. But it definitely moved for a different reason. And so, I think when platinum started to go above $1,000 an ounce, that was the point at which it was going to continue to grow based upon industrial needs, based upon trends, what have you. And it's not really going to stop growing until it hits a certain number. What that number is, I don't know. I see it being $1,500 an ounce. It could go to $2,000 an ounce. But I'm not saying sell your silver and move into platinum at this time, because silver could also continue to increase, or it could hold where it is. Now, of course, there seems to be interest in more economic stimulus payments and things of that nature, so we could see inflation rise even higher, causing silver to go up. But I think that would also impact platinum and cause it to go up a little bit. I wouldn't bank on that being the sole reason as to why platinum does go up a bit. But overall, I'm kind of at a standstill when it comes to trading one into the other. Unless one substantially dips and one substantially grows, or vice versa, I don't really see myself flipping anytime soon. Now, that could change, obviously, right? Because last summer when silver went up and platinum held still, I flipped the silver into the platinum. Platinum went up, ended up making even more profits than I already had. So that was a smart play. If silver goes below $20 an ounce, but platinum continues to rise, me being the platinum beast, I'm just going to hold the platinum. I'm just a platinum beast. But to anyone else, I would suggest maybe thinking about flipping it into silver, perhaps. It would all just depend on where your stack is, what your goals are, things of that nature. But that wouldn't be a bad play. Now, if platinum went below $1,000 an ounce, I'm probably going to take a tube of maples and sell it and get some platinum, because it will go back up to over $1,000 an ounce, in my opinion, if it were to dip like that. But right now, we're at a standstill. We need one or the other to move in an opposite direction of the other before I suggest heavily anyone flip one into the other. And what the platinum to silver ratio is at the end of the day, I really haven't made a mark on where I think silver spot price should really be, but I have made a mark on where I think platinum spot price should be, and that is $1,500 an ounce. At $2,000 an ounce, we're looking really good, and I think that's possible, but not 100% going to happen, at least not in the near future. I don't bank on it that much, but I do bank on it increasing a solid $400 spot over the year of 2021. I just see that happening, and I think that is something that will happen. Now, at $1,500 an ounce spot. If silver's still at $25, $26 an ounce, that would equate to around 60 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of platinum. Right now, it's around 40 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of platinum, maybe a little bit more silver. But generally speaking, 60 ounces of silver for an ounce of platinum is not a bad place to be at. And I would, at $1,500, I wouldn't personally, but I would maybe suggest to someone else who is not quite as bullish as me on platinum to think about flipping it into silver if they are a silver stacker and they see silver's potential. But if silver were to go to $50 an ounce and platinum didn't rise yet, then I would definitely be flipping my silver into platinum because I think it will rise. It kind of moves differently than silver, and so that's why it's kind of harder for me to gauge where it should be at. As far as platinum and gold, back when it was 2 ounces of platinum for 1 ounce of gold, that was a really great opportunity to flip gold into platinum, in my opinion. But these are all just my opinions on what the silver to platinum ratio should be. I can't really give a definitive answer as to how many ounces of silver should equal 1 ounce of platinum in regards to just where both should be at. But I hope that I kind of gave y'all enough information on where I would play the game a little bit in regards to where each one is at and where each one is moving and things of that nature, and how I kind of break it down into making decisions on whether or not I flip one into the other. As a final point, I want to mention that I started last year around 500 ounces of silver in a stack. I ended up going all the way down to 400 ounces of silver by flipping 100 ounces, by selling it first and then buying platinum, right? So I negated my silver stack by 20% and put it into platinum and increased my platinum stack by, I don't really know exactly how much, but I do know it was a decent amount. And so I would suggest, if you are planning on flipping silver into either platinum, and it also applies to gold, is look at what size of a silver stack you are comfortable with. 500 ounces of silver is my comfort level. Over my whole life, I probably will end up with more than that. But if I've got 500 ounces, I'm comfortable with that and don't really feel the need to add any more. I probably would add more over time. It just wouldn't be like trying to get to the 500 number. And so I would take a look at your silver stack, see what you're comfortable with as far as your overall silver stack, and maybe pick a percentage you are willing to risk in moving into another asset that is lower, whether that's platinum or gold or even the stock market, right? Some people like doing that. Some people like selling their precious metals when they're up to move into the stock market, which a lot of times is down when precious metals are up because they see the stock market coming back and them making even more profit off of the profit they already made on their precious metals. But I would never suggest someone sell their entire silver stack and move into platinum. That would not be a smart play in my opinion. In my opinion, 20% is enough. So if I get back up to 500 ounces and that's all I have and I see an opportunity, I might sell 100 ounces again. Right now, my silver stack is somewhere around 450 ounces. I have picked up a little bit here and there in recent times, but I'm not quite up to that 500 ounce level yet, but my platinum stack has grown exponentially, and it will continue to grow this year. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the platinum to silver ratio, how I think you should play it, just kind of what I've done and some experience I've had. At the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy sharing my opinions and my thoughts in regards to precious metals, especially platinum, where I focus on. But I appreciate all of my loyal followers for coming by. I appreciate any new people for stopping by. Be sure to check out my other videos. I've got a lot of videos talking about platinum as well as other precious metals. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section down below. with all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see you.